Everyone, let me know if you're seeing me clearly. Let me know if you are hearing me clearly. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to another episode of Extra Class, episode number 179. I trust that everybody is okay. I trust that everybody has been having a wonderful weekend and a blessed Sunday. I trust that everybody has finished having dinner and ready for listen to each about some things we have to jam down. Jam rock, Jamaica land we love. Land of Food and Water, Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Vibes Cartel, Budgie Banton, Shelly and Fraser Price, and some whole heap more people, Marcus Garvey and James Bond and them people there. Peeps, big up on yourself. Manners and respect.
Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them. You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel. Hey, yo, yellow. Like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button. Hey, yo, we always up to something. Teach them. Hey, yo, yellow. Send the message and make it reach them. It's Teach Them. Right here. Warlord representing.
Yeah, peeps, big up on yourself. You understand? All of the people that are checking from early, manners and respect. You know, I appreciate the support. Hope the notification them go road and thing. You know what thing go. You know, sometimes YouTube and them ways. I'm tweet a link here among some other things. Cause peeps, manners as I said, big up to all the people that were the debut Friday night. You understand? Big up to the people that were never debut, but they want debut. Big up on yourself. You understand what I say? Manners and respect every time. You see it. You know, we big up some people, look more. The people them in the comment section where I shout out. We big on up, look more. You know what things set up. You understand what I say? Somebody could get up already in peace. Me I stream about 1 hour this evening. Me not go beyond that. Hopefully not. You understand what I say? Just one of them days. Just one of those days. I love it singing still. You understand? I suppose every time we come on stream, we have an unfortunate situation where we have to report say another empress in the country is missing. The situation as is now is not just the empress but also the empress's daughter. This is the young lady. That's why I like that chair because it back too high. Yes, and the next chair now does a sing so. It better do. Zane, Saint Anne woman and infant daughter has been reported missing. So the police are now searching for a Saint Anne woman and their infant child, who has been reported missing since Thursday. The Otrius police report that 20-year-old Jody Ann Williams and their 6-month-old daughter Joanna Bernard, I don't know if you pronounce it Joanna or Jonah as in Joena, were last seen at their home located on Middle Street in the community of Exchange shortly after midday. Middle Street is somewhere that I know very well. I have family, well, not in Middle Street, but near Middle Street. But this is very close to where I am from, in St. Anne. However, the police say since then they have not heard or seen, they have not heard from or seen Miss Williams, 20 years old. Williams is of dark complexion. I'm not really sure about that part of it because when I look on the Empress, she really and truly look like she brown like. So I don't know if I makeup or if I bleaching or what, but I don't know. So it says the police say, she's of dark complexion, medium build, and is about 5 feet 6 inches tall. The police say at the time Williams and her daughter went missing. Williams was wearing a grey brassiere, black underpants, and a pair of grey slippers, while the child was wearing a pink all-in-one outfit. And they're asking anyone with information on the whereabouts of both the mother and the child to contact the Otrius police at 876-974-2533, the police emergency number 119, or the nearest police station. We hope the Empress and the little one are okay. See, I hope I just take what she take with herself. See, in Craigie Street, big up yourself, brother. I just take what she take with herself for a little while. You understand? Go and chill out, relax, chillax, because we don't really want to hear say, Zane, the thing, I don't know. When I want to say, boy, I don't know. We don't even want to say it. Zane, oh, Lord, I say, me want to live on Middle Street. Well, go on for that chat, but big up yourself. You understand? Things that are way, brother. Hope for the best. Because we know with them story a more time, them have some sad ending. We hope this is not one of them. You feel what me I say? So, we are just go on hope for the best because things that are way, family. You see? The Senate has approved, the Senate approves 90-day extension of state of emergency in Western Jamaica. So, you know, there's a tri-parish state of emergency that was declared sometime in April, I think. St. James, Westmoreland, and Hanover will also have a state of emergency in Southwest St. Andrew or St. Andrew Southwestern, something like that, one of them time. So the Senate on Friday approved a 90-day extension, which is essentially 3 months of the state of public emergency in St. James, Westmoreland, and Hanover until October 28, 2019. So Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Senator Pernell Charles Jr., who piloted the matter, noted that the enhanced security measures have been yielding positive outcomes across the parishes, while emphasizing the importance of extending their duration. He said while St. James recorded a 70% reduction in murders between January 18, 2018 and January 31st, 2019, when the SOE was in place, its discontinuation had a negative impact, which reflected in a resurgence of violent crimes and gang activity in St. James. Yeah? This, the minister said, prompted the SOE's reintroduction in St. James and declaration in neighboring Hanover and Westmoreland on April the 30th of this year. Initially it was for 90 days. That would have run its course, and as such, an extension was sought. Senator Charles indicated that between April 30 and July 21, 2019, murders and shootings in St. James fell by 40% and 27% respectively compared to the period February 5th to April 29 prior to the SOE's reintroduction. Additionally, he said murders and shootings in Westmoreland declined by 74% and 70% respectively for the SOE's duration when compared to the previous period, February 5th to April 29. The minister further informed that the SOE's introduction in Hanover resulted in murders and shootings falling by 33% and 80% respectively. Notwithstanding these gains, the tri-parish region continued to raise significant security concerns nationally, despite the reduction in murders and shootings, which have been achieved since the start of the state of public emergency. And he said the aggregated number of murders in the specified areas have remained way too high. You don't need nobody to tell you that, family. Senator Charles pointed out that the 3 western parishes cumulatively accounted for 20% of the murders committed across Jamaica between the 1st of January and July 21st. 20%. So in emphasizing that the extension are aimed at abating violence in the declared areas, the minister said premature discontinuation of bold actions, such as the SOE, is destructive to our citizens, our communities, and to our country. So long as emergency situations exist, extraordinary solutions will be relevant and required. Our bold efforts to protect this country require firm resolve, and for all of us to remain persistent and true to the task of ensuring a society that is safe, secure, cohesive, and just. That is goal 1 of Vision 2030, if memory serves me. Goal 1 that? Or goal 2? I think a goal 2. Zane, Vision 2030. Which are over there now. Yes. So during the state of public emergency, the security forces are empowered to search, curtail operating hours of businesses, restrict access to places, and detain persons without warrant. So it's a lot of reading that, but I decided to read it because you know what I think. So extension and the SOE, there's no surprise in that. The interesting question though is, will there be a second extension of said SOE when the 3 months or the 90 days would have elapsed come October 28 this year? It will be interesting to see said debate. It will be interesting to see what the opposition has to say. It will be interesting to see what gains are made during that period of time as it relates to reduction in murders, shootings, and possibly the seizure of firearm and ammunition, and also the arrest and charge and possibly conviction of some of the major players involved, because that is important too. Zane, Ice God 876 said, then obviously during the SOE nothing meaningful was done to root up the criminals and their facilitators, and we should expect more of the same. That in itself is probably a fair assessment of the situation, Zane. I can't probably disagree with you upon that, but I will say though that there was some positive. It may be debated as to how much, but the reality is that murders in St. James was reduced by 75%, thereabout. So for me, that is a plus, Zane. But it's also a very valid point that you raise, Ice God, and it's a situation where it's a cause of concern just the same. But based on what was occurring in St. James last year up to January 14th when the SOE was declared, St. James was on course to record about 1,000 murders compared to the 336 recorded the previous year. So the gains are not as great as we would hope, but the reality is that if the murder rate was curtailed by 70 to 75% since the SOE declarations last year, then that is something I'm willing to accept still. You understand what I say? I don't know that all the guns that could have been found were found. I don't know that all the criminals that could have been found were found. But one cocoa full basket, I suppose. You understand what I say? The crime situation, though, Ice God, as you can appreciate, did not reach at this level overnight. It would have taken a few decades, probably the better part of 2 to 3 decades, and as such, it cannot be fixed overnight. You understand? Is the will and drive and vision there great enough to fix it? Then that is probably a next question for our next time. But the reality is that this crime situation cannot be fixed by no government overnight. Whether them orange or them green or two of them upon the same team. You understand? It will take a long time. It will take a lot of shaking up, a lot of discomfort for some people, Zane, a lot of dislocation. Many persons will have to suffer financially because they will not be able to benefit from crime and criminality anymore. Zane, a lot of the corrupt officials, public officials who are facilitating crime, whether by allowing guns and ammunition to pass through our ports or directly funding the acquisitions of guns and ammunition or paying people to do illegal activities, something. It's just a lot of things. You understand what I say? It's a lot of things. But me understand the concern, and it's a very valid concern and very valid point. And really and truly appreciate the input of that. You understand what I say? We can't go around that comment the family. Big and serious. Zane? So as I say, I watch and see what will be the trend going forward into October and what will be the decision when renewal comes up. Because we can't renew the SOEs indefinitely. You understand what I say? It just no work. And when the SOE was discontinued on the 31st of January, I would have vehemently and vociferously stated that I was not in agreement with the SOE's discontinuation at the time. I felt that the PNP would have been playing politics instead of looking at the bigger picture. And yes, I at the time said that human rights issues were concerns and they should be addressed. Zane, and the SOE cannot be the only solution, but the SOE is an important tool in dealing with crime in the country. And based on what crime is in the country, it is at extraordinary proportion, and as such, if something is at an extraordinary level, then it's only extraordinary initiatives can rival it. So the SOEs cannot go on indefinitely. They cannot. Zane, but when the SOEs were pulled last time, it was premature. That is my honest opinion and assessment of the situation. Zane, I know some people, them not really listen, them only hear what them want to hear, so them get up and chat about a crap. You understand what I say? But the streams are there for go back go check out if you don't want to see, because some people ears just don't work well, they look like. You see me I say? She's Caribbean, so when the SOE done, then what? That's the next question, and Empress. That's the next question. That is not something that I can address, as I am not in a position to address that. I do not know what the Security Council or the Minister of National Security or the Minister of National Defense, which happen to be the Prime Minister, and the Commissioner of Police and the Chief of Staff of the military, well, I then make up the Defense Council anyway, have up them sleeve. I do not know what their advisors are suggesting. So, I don't know. All I know is that this crime situation will not be fixed overnight. It cannot be fixed overnight. And it will take time. Yeah, so I say good evening, Jamila. It's great to see you. Zane and thing. So, I don't know. Yeah, son. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, peeps. So now we know that there's a SOE in St. Andrew. There's a SOE in 3 parishes in Western Jamaica. People have been calling, clamoring, in some cases crying for the declaration of a state of public emergency in the central parish of Clarendon. So Clarendon next on the national security agenda, says the Prime Minister. So Clarendon is next on the national security agenda. That is the word from Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Zane, this after opposition member of parliament Noel R. Scott and Horace Daly raised concerns about crime in the parish. And you know Mike Henry has been raising concerns from the devil was aboard. Zane, the Prime Minister says he's noticed their pleas. Well, he has noted their pleas, basically. Clarendon recorded the second highest number of murders in the country last year. And the MPs say crime in the central parish is untenable. Mr. Daly is the Northern Clarendon MP, and Southwest Clarendon MP Noel R. Scott is also demanding swift intervention. So this was all said in Parliament on Tuesday during the debate whether or not the SOE should be extended. Zane, I lose my chair too much, so I lean back and boy, I don't know. Need to sort out my chair problem. You see me? So the Clarendon thing set away family. It is a situation that keeps getting worse instead of getting any better, and many of the political heavyweights in Clarendon have been clamoring for an SOE. So the government, the Prime Minister, the National Security Minister, the Commissioner of Police have seen all 3 of them address it. The first time they addressed it publicly that I can remember was that they said that the resources were limited, as SOEs were in St. James and Zozo was in Denham Town, and a SOE was also in St. Catherine North, and a whole heap of things. Now we have 3 parishes, 4 in Western Jamaica, Zane and thing, and them something there. So I don't know what the situation we have to watch and see, but Clarendon needs to be addressed immediately. Zane? Immediately. The watcher is saying the same people who asking for it up front, blocking it behind the scenes. Say no more, my brother. Say no more. That is such a profound statement. Gmo Media said Bounty Killer flop his career last night again. I don't know if he flop his career still, but he make a mistake where boy, I don't know. I second time now I see DJ make a mistake there. You understand? More time Killer spend too much time intro some tune and get himself in a problem. I see the blunder. Somebody said it come give me this morning. Me not really talk to the DJ yet still. But, I mean, one of them things, I now go make no excuse to the DJ. But the reality is that the man is a human being and things, people say things. Yeah, that's what I say. But know some people are going to say teach because of your friend. Killer is not really my friend like that. It's just a mutual respect between me and the warlord. You see me? You see me? Me a pre-DJ probably a fraud saying he met that miss a slip there again still. You see me? But we not too dwell upon that. That past mistake teach. When you say that past mistake, I God. A mistake, man. Yeah, the man say think past mistake, brother. A mistake, man. Me I give DJ benefit I doubt, man. You know what I think go? You understand? I hope the DJ not do it again still. Me go talk to him about it and show teach your shirt nice. Me like it. Brocardi, big up yourself in the Empress. You see him? Me a reason with the DJ about it and so him have to say and thing. But me personally, I say yo the DJ, it was a slip. You understand me? I say it was a neck slip. But hope the DJ stop slip still. Cause you know say a different level of respect we have for the DJ. Nah man, him did a perform at the cultural song finals. You understand? And him a introduce a tune and say, man a bad man so we know friend fish. And in the introduction, it general kind of say a look at thing, yeah? Yeah, move on. Rad the bounty killer price. Big up yourself anyway, the in a general. You know what thing, you know? Yeah, so no me I say, yeah man, the godfather, for me, the real king of the dance hall. I know some people are going to take offense to that, but that's how I think. Yeah man, so I come move on. I know they are come up in the extreme, you know. I just know they go forward still, you see? Julian, me don't remember exactly where he said still, but you know, in something where normally in now, so you say a beef steak. Say a fish steak, brother. As in, somebody sent it to me on IG this morning, because I didn't see it myself. See, when I don't probably look for it, I could play. First, he said, man, a bad fish. Me a pre-attack him attack fast. Gmo media. Yeah, I say, man, a bad man, so we know friend fish. You know, in tongue kind of get tied. You know what I mean? That really go on, man. You see it? Yeah, ready or no? So we're going to move on. See? At that team say, Tasha, see? And thing. And something about I remember something about goldfish nice still and thing. ESPN say he's out of the class. Yo, we can't deal with it sometimes with a big bad thing. Yeah, that's what I say. But basically, in essence, the statement was, man, a bad fish. You understand? But a mistake, man. Where's a Prince Diamond? Do man, love half his shirt. Yeah, so the thing go, you know what I mean? And that's why man put on clothes enough you man and like, yeah, that's why the brother. You see? Say you know peace, but I look serious together. Rodney, big up yourself and a father. They got all a look reason and see what really go on. You understand? Eh. She's Caribbean. Him not that all Empress, man. You know that all. You understand? Sometimes him mouth does work faster than him brain. You know, it happen. Blessed Godfrey. Yo, me I want to know Lord General still. Big woman thing. You understand me? I say, yes, I. See him? And thing. We hear so much mistake I see Prime Minister make pan pulpit. You understand me? I say, see, a portion of mistake me see portion make up on stage there represent the country. On Lord General. That me I tell you now. Me Cindy Randall say she love his shirt too. Come like me need to pull out a shirt and more off, you know. You understand and thing. So, now peeps, we keep on hearing you now. Zane, big up yourself in the Gmo media. We appreciate the input, brother. You know what I think? We have to address the things them. You understand what I say? And thing. We're upon a trend in the country where we continue to rush to our debts. We continue to speedily give our lives away, really and truly. Zane and thing. So road debt surged past the 250 mark. So essentially what this is saying is that since the start of the year, at least 250 persons have been killed on Jamaica's roads, yeah? And thing. The number of persons killed on Jamaica's roadways this year has surpassed the 250 mark, with 5 months still to go. So the Road Safety Unit in the Ministry of Transport reports that up to Thursday, 253 persons have died in 230 fatal crashes this year. So up to Thursday, we have had 253 lives being lost on the road. Thanks, Miss Angela Martin. Big up to all of the ladies that will love your shirt. Manners and respect. Big up on yourself. Zane, this represents a 25% increase in road deaths and a 29% increase in fatal crashes when compared to the corresponding period last year. So according to the latest statistics released by the Road Safety Unit, sorry guys, the overall spikes fueled by increased fatalities across several categories of road users, including children, the elderly, and motorcyclists. Motorcyclists will always be involved. You understand what I say? The figures show that 17 children, that is 17 children too many, 17 children and 39 elderly persons, another 39 elderly persons too many, have died in crashes so far this year. Increases of 55% and 44% respectively when compared to the corresponding period in 2018. Now listen to this now, peeps. 81 motorcyclists have died in crashes since the 1st of January. And you know what kind of increase this? This is a 72% increase when compared to the similar period last year. And the sad reality that we face is that there will be more motorcyclist crashes before the year ends. One, they don't pay enough form of respect to the rules and regulations of the road. Secondly, they seem to think that a bike can only be ridden one way, and that is fast. Not even fast, extra fast. Thirdly, it's only 3 or 4 out of every 10 motorcyclists wear an helmet. And 10 out of 10 times when a motorcyclist crash, the first place in going lick is him head. You understand what I say? Zane, and when me about 4th or 5th now, the motorcycle sector is unregulated. There's no rules and regulation governing motorcyclists in this country in reality. The police them take away a man bike, him just go buy a next one. Many of the bikes on the road and license are insured. As them lose one, them replace it because bike kind of cheap, like especially the young them. You understand? So, and most of the deaths are surrounding those type of bikes. Some little boy, some little careless boy most of the time. You understand what I say? Zane. So, and then now, many roads across this country are being either resurfaced or extended. So it means a more pretty road for the man them disobey the road code. It's a sad reality. You understand what I say? Everybody is in a rush. Everybody late. You understand? So nobody no really drive within the speed limit. Nobody no really adhere to the rules and regulations of the road and thing. And some people not even spend money service them vehicle. Because that's one of the next thing, you know. When you drive all on the highway, see, you amount of blow tire you see. You understand what I say? And I know so you buy a new tire and a blow up because it probably did a put on for a long while. But someone service them vehicle. I see all one coaster bus the other day where one of the axles fly out. You understand what I say? Good thing is that them never did a drive too fast. But imagine you up on the highway and the bus axle fly out. What gonna happen? You understand? So some man is all about making the money and getting the money made. But them not take no time for ensure say bikes have no place on the road with cars. That's really and truly a bold statement, still not yes, because you are going to know. Some men is honest work them do with these bikes, you know, the bearers them. You understand? You have some very professional bearers out the road there. You understand me? I say some man who represent some of the biggest countries, them in the companies them in the country, and I suppose it's easier to move around. So you have bikers who actually adhere to the rules of the road in terms of the Road Traffic Act and thing. But then some of them not for dep on the road for 2 years of speed. So I suppose you have to give and take, yeah, sir. Who are gonna decide who for dep on it, who not for dep on it? That is the next thing. So I not even know still. But interesting statement still, brother. You understand? I not to knock it. See, but I know so there are persons who depend on their bikes to put food on a table for them families still. So, but something has to be done with the bike thing. I know that Mark Shields had proposed a few months ago that there should be a temporary ban on motorcycles. Some people jump out and criticize him, say, yo, white boy, move from here and go back to England, because when they deny JC, if anybody do nothing and take for yourself and man do this and do that. You understand what I say? So, you know, we deal with things as people. Interesting statement that was really, but you know what thing go. Yeah, so moving on. I'm gonna say 1 hour I stream for you know. And I try to keep up to it. Couple 207, big up yourself and the family. James Bond. Bike must be on the road. 9 to 5. Interesting. Alright. So you say after that, then off with the brother. True. Interesting thing. Gmo Media say, I warned my friend 2 weeks before him go crash and mash up him head. Him still not recover yet from over 15 years ago. A bare foolishness him talk and thing. Some of the man them now listen, brother. First, I'm sorry for hear that, you know. Some of the man them not take telling. Every man a rider. Every man a the biggest rider in the world. You understand what I say? And thing. An interesting point that James I say, bike for them on the road. But from 9 to 5. You understand? The work there. After that, then take with themselves. Interesting. The problem is, Janet Burt, is that motorcycles need to be registered for more than one reason. I agree with that totally. I don't know why that is not a thing. You see, and the people make some good points this evening, from Ace of Spade to James Bond to Miss Janet Burt to, you know what thing, big up on yourself. We appreciate the input. So up on the screen, I know peeps is one fellow here. Professor Trevor Munroe. Professor Trevor Munroe is now the head of the Integrity Commission. Zane, and in that, I kind of have a little issue with that. I still want to know the issue what me have with that per se. You understand what I say? And thing, the rules and laws are there, but the enforcement is the weakling. The dealerships are not probably properly regulated as such. They sell to any and everyone. True that, brother. Yo, it comments up on fire this evening. You understand what I say? Zane? Munroe wants prison time for public officials who misuse public funds. Fair enough. See, Executive Director of the National Integrity Commission, Professor Trevor Munroe, is demanding someone be imprisoned for the scandals at Petrojam and the Caribbean Maritime University if the evidence justifies it. If the evidence justifies. You see, we can't deal with the conditional statements them more time, you know. You understand what I say? If you want somebody to go to prison for Petrojam and CMU, justice, sir, what do you mean? But alright. Both entities have been at the center of high-level investigations following allegations of misuse of funds as well as other acts of impropriety, yeah? Professor Munroe made a call at a lay magistrate's function in Mandeville, Manchester recently. He said, we must ensure that we enforce the law. We investigate. We prosecute. And when the evidence justifies that we convict and jail the connected, whether at Petrojam or the Caribbean Maritime University. I don't understand how him now say the Ministry of Education. Yeah, Maritime. Yeah, understand what I say? Alright, watch it now. But for the national integrity place there. Zane, the National Integrity Action. Those scandals are just some of the worrying developments regarding persons in public offices at present. He pointed to the failure of several politicians to file their statutory declarations as equally concerning. Politicians want to get no money from. Nobody no answer. You understand? Professor Munroe is therefore calling on the Prime Minister and leader of the opposition to take the lead in assuring citizens that the country's politicians are clean. He said they must summarize and publish their statutory declarations in the Gazette as a matter of the greatest urgency. So the Prime Minister still not publish email. We'll soon get to that. The opposition leader did. But with Trevor Munroe, I'm not sure for one particular reason. The National Integrity Action or Commission should be persons, in my opinion, because the reality is that 90% of Jamaicans will have a political affiliation of some way or other, or a preference. Zine? And you can't get around that. But I am not of the opinion, you see, that a man who would have been actively involved on the political landscape, so much so where he represented a political party, to be head of the National Integrity Commission. I could be wrong, but that is my opinion. As I say, I am quite aware of the fact that it is really difficult to find a Jamaican who is actualized, who don't really have a political preference or political affiliation or association. I do not know that based on the fact that Mr. Trevor Munroe was an active member of the People's National Party, and it no matter which party, whether he did PNP or Labour, right? If he was an active member of a political party in Jamaica, me not think him should not head the National Integrity Commission. That's just my view upon the matter. Zine, my suggestion would be probably somebody who has not been involved in public politics. Zine, you know them still going to have them preference and thing. But a man was active, did represent the PNP. See, and if it was a GLP man, me didn't feel the same way about it. So me don't want nobody come tell me no crap on my ears. Zine? You feel what I say? So I am wondering if because Trevor Munroe is from the political directorate in the past, if it is why so many cases that have been investigated by the Integrity Action Commission, whatever it is, nobody has been prosecuted so far. I could be wrong, but you know what I think. We want somebody with a political baggage back at them. We want somebody whose integrity politically cannot be questioned. You understand what I say? Zane, I know many people in the private sector have them political links and them political brinks. Zane, but for a man who did actively involved in a politics, we sit down in a parliament, I don't think it's the best choice. Alright. But I could go and talk. Zane? All of them have a conflict of interest, and it's not the citizens of our country. Interesting point that. Blessings, Dante. So no word yet on when the Prime Minister's statutory filings will be made to the public. So, you see, this is so interesting. I'm going to try find a little thing with the PM still, because so as the chief minister of the country, you purport that you want to stem corruption. You purport that you want politicians of the highest integrity, politicians who are not aligned to persons of questionable backgrounds, politicians who are funded by the sweat of their brow and not by strongmen, quote unquote, dance. That is what me hear the Prime Minister say most of the time. See? And for the National Integrity Action, who normally receive, check, and validate the statutory declarations of politicians, to be still asking for the Prime Minister's submission at this point in time is a cause of concern. And I know the Prime Minister involved in enough foolishness, because I don't have the facts to support that. But I say, if you is the head of the state, pay it and place. Manners and respect in a brother. You know, we appreciate that something, you know. You know what thing go. Blessings every time. You see? If you is the man who run the country, the man who are chart the anti-corruption stance, the man who has want clean politicians, and up to this point in time, Mr. Prime Minister, you have failed to declare your assets to the commission and to the country, then it begs questions. Questions like, what does the Prime Minister have to hide? Is the Prime Minister hiding something? What is taking the Prime Minister so long from declaring his assets and these things? How come? Huh? Capo said the PM busy to fix up Jamaica. Capo, dig up yourself, brother. So watch I know. I could delve into a little thing right here, so. See it? A week after the opposition leader's statutory declarations were gazetted, there is still no word when the Prime Minister's filings with the Integrity Commission will be made public. So when contacted, the Jamaica Printing Services Friday afternoon, it said the information had not yet been gazetted. Pressure has been mounting on the Integrity Commission to publish the Prime Minister's statutory declarations. The details of the earnings and other financial information for our opposition leader, Dr. Peter Phillips, were published in the media last Saturday. So on Monday of last week, when asked about his statutory declaration, Mr. Holness said, I think they will be published anytime this week. That was last week. So in an interview earlier last week, the People's National Party General Secretary Julian Robinson said the commission needs to urgently tell the country the status of Mr. Holness's filings. Professor Trevor Munroe, who is the Executive Director of the National Integrity Action, has also been calling for both declarations to be gazetted. He noted that while they cannot be published until they are cleared, the Integrity Commission should immediately publish any that is complete and say when the other will be released. Zane Capo 2007 said the Prime Minister busy to fix up the country. Zane, interesting. The reality though Capo 2007 is that a part of the Prime Minister's responsibility while fixing up the country is to show and lead from the front that his money is clean, really. You understand? And these assets were acquired by clean money. That is the simpleness of the thing, you know. You understand? So, I don't know why I lost so much after that statement there, Capo. Zine? So, interesting as me I say, delay brings questions. Why? What? Why not? What go on? Who are hide something? Is something there to be hidden? I don't know. You understand what I say? So the opposition leader declared for him about $187 million in an asset. Big up yourself, my general. I want to be somewhere like that one day. You understand? And thing. And you put in the work and you earn your bread, big up yourself. We can't go around that. You see? The Prime Minister still need for get the thing sorted out. Zane, it is sending the wrong message. You understand? it is sending the wrong message. That is the bottom line here, Sir PM. The wrong message is being sent. You understand? And these things allow themselves to interpretations, and interpretations that you might not be comfortable with. Zine? So, I don't know. Ah, boy. Yes, I. Peace, my 1 hour soon gone, you know, 15 minutes left. Me and watching me, telling you that I don't feel like you're going to treat me today. I don't declare my time. You understand what I say? And thing. So, peeps, the young man on the screen is Nicholas Francis, who would have met a tragic death a couple of years ago when he was stabbed to death by one brother with trying to rob him on one bus in a St. Andrew, Kingston there. You understand? But Johnny, me can't talk when me no know, brother. That's always a possibility still, bro. You know what I think? My humble opinion is the opposition leader is just doing that because of a political score. That is a possibility to in a final. But the reality is that it is required of him and him do it. So whether I'm do it for a political score here and there, it's a requirement and you would have fulfilled this requirement. You understand what I say, final? So I suppose there is that. But then too, I suppose there's always politics where politics is. If you get what I say. Auntie call, so where me I go? Auntie, I don't know if you hear about Marcia. I am sure you would have heard about her. You probably messaging me on the other phone too, but phone is dead most of the time. Because I bought you no hot. I want a new phone. You understand? And it then too expensive right now. You see? You understand? So, I don't know if Digital or Lime want to sponsor me one phone. Zane? Nah, man, I not go nowhere. I just know, I hold up a long talk in this evening, Auntie. What happened? I can't talk one day. Warrior Star! So, peeps, the man who stabbed Jamaica College student to death has been sentenced to life in prison. Yeah, round of applause for the judge there. So the man who was found guilty of the murder of Jamaica College student Nicholas Francis, who he robbed and stabbed to death on a public passenger vehicle, I still can't get over that, has been sentenced to life in prison. The convicted man, Kwesi Hart, was slapped with the life term by High Court Judge Lorna Shelley Williams and ordered to serve. See, yes, I messaged you this morning. So I tell them, I'm going to check that phone the auntie, but Julie did message me still. And so we talk about that later. And it's not even just a phone and a silver D. The little youth watching, man, it want, you know, probably one little G-Shock watching, you know. You understand? With the phone. Seeing some of us served 31 years before being eligible for parole. So the sentence was handed down in the Home Circuit Court on Friday. Hart had pleaded guilty in April to the murder of the 14-year-old boy. The schoolboy was traveling home on a bus along Hope Road in Kingston when Hart accosted him and attempted to rob his watch. The student resisted and was stabbed in his chest. He was assisted to hospital and died while undergoing treatment. Hart surrendered to the police 3 days after the October 2016 incident. So the High Court judge said the crime deserved a sentence of 40 years before parole eligibility, but explained she exercised some measure of mercy and shaved off 9 years due to the fact that Hart pleaded guilty and did not waste the court's time. The judge also took into consideration the fact that Hart spent almost 3 years in custody awaiting trial. Ah, boy. Man, kill the youth for your watch, brother. A watch will probably even cost $1,000, you know? You see what I go on? That the man kill the youth for. Ah, boy. St. Catherine man gets 5 years for incest. Why? Why does 5? A St. Catherine man who was convicted of incest for having sex with his then teenage half-sister has been sentenced to 5 years in prison at hard labor. Really no judge. The sentence was handed down by Justice Currency Brown Beckford in the St. Catherine Circuit Court yesterday. Well, that would have been Friday. She also ordered that the 32-year-old man's name be placed in the sexual offenders registry. His name is being withheld to protect the identity of the victim. So he was found guilty by a 7-member jury last month after a 7-day trial in the St. Catherine Circuit Court. He was arrested and charged after his half-sister, who was 18 years old at the time, complained that he had sexual intercourse with her after she went to his Spanish Town home to spend the night so she could attend a marathon CXC preparation class the next day. And I insist that a rape. Prosecutors led evidence that on the night of March the 3rd, 2013, the teen fell asleep in her half-brother's room and was awoken after she felt something on her back. According to the evidence, that is when she saw her older sibling on her back having sex with her. She indicated that she pushed him off before asking what he was doing. She said he told her to lay down and that he loved her before she fled the house and called her teacher who accompanied her to make the report to the police. The report of the doctor was examined. Well, the report of the doctor who examined her that night was part of the evidence in the trial. And it indicated that the dentine had injuries that were consistent with penetration by a blunt object. And I incest that family is rape that. Yes, and I say. Like, I'm not see how you categorize that as being incest. It's rape. Zane, 5 years. For rape, really. I don't know who I got explain that to me and tell me say I'm not rape. But as I tell you, said it's the court of law. Ah boy. Zane. You know new wave. You know YouTube I got automatically withhold me see the message still. I got automatically withhold them type of comments. You see me? You understand? Anything we have to do with certain words, them now go push it through still. I just them policy. Zane. And not only that still. It's your sister, brother. What do you mean you love your sister sexually? Me not get that. Yeah? Man shoots laborer after accusing him of setting up his girlfriend. Nah, man, everything good new wave, man. I understand that, brother, because I say the same thing to you, know. See, but me I tell you, say, when certain words are used in the comments, YouTube actually withhold those comments. You understand? And I have to be the one to hide or show it. See, and you know what I think? I mean, a simple maths, man, you know, brother, as me say, you are said the same the thing that me you want to say. But you know me can't answer them. You understand? Miss Lacrona Daily, how are you, Empress? So the 28-year-old, so I'm read it again still. Man shoots laborer, a laborer always involved, something somewhere, after accusing him of setting up his girlfriend. A 28-year-old St. James laborer remains hospitalized after being shot on Thursday night by a man who accused him of setting up a robbery of his female companion. The identity of the injured man is being withheld. Reports are that about 10 p.m., the laborer was at his home in Springmount in the parish, when he was called outside by a man who was known to him. It is further alleged that the visitor accused the laborer of setting up a robbery of his girlfriend. A gun was then reportedly brought into play by the visitor, who opened fire, hitting the laborer several times to the upper section of his body. Sorry, peeps. The attacker then escaped. Residents assisted the injured man to the hospital, where he remains admitted in critical condition. Meanwhile, the police are searching for the attacker, who is believed to be a resident of Gutters district in St. James. Investigations are ongoing in the incident. But this man here now is a police officer. You know see? Hey man, say you set up my girl, so I'm gonna remove her from the world. Yo, you have to take bad things but joke, brother. Big man thing, cause me not understand, me not understand sometimes still. Me not understand. The man said the man set up him girl, brother. You understand? So right now, you rob my girl. You see? Me a dash away like. I have been here for an hour listening to Teach talking, and he's now telling me he's not into the long talking. My youth, go on now. Yeah, that's what I said. Me I talk like 2.5 hours talking, brother. I'm in a talk for 1 hour because at 6:15 the stream starts. So my youth, go ahead. Zane? My Root Daily, as Jamila said, I agree with Root Daily. Keep the comments clean, no curse word. It was, no man, but a simple word like rape, Jamila, will not be pushed through by YouTube. Probably even sex. You understand? YouTube funny, you know. Zane? Because, see, Anointed Royal, me I put you a comment where somebody comments say, Zane? Anointed Royal Maroon. Because I can push through the comments, you know, but you see from them, all them, more time I make them stay. She said, how can a man have sex with his half-sister? That man is sick in his head. Madness. So, the problem with that statement, I'm going to add it to the broadcast so you can see. The problem with this statement is simple the word sex. Like, if you do a video and you have sex in your title, YouTube are going to say, advertiser friendly. And them things they are going with the YouTube thing. That's one of the things why I not plan to do this forever, because it's becoming more and more difficult to make money here. And I work. My light bill and my internet have to pay, and my time is important. You see, and every little thing now, and then YouTube have this dirty habit these days. Seeing this dirty habit these days where when you upload the video, for 1, 2, 3 days, they might tell us that the video not advertiser friendly and you have to appeal it. Seeing? Normally, you can't appeal them now, so look on the video until you have 1,000 views. Most of my video, them get 1,000 views within an hour. So why is it you take 3 days to check on my video? Then when them finally monetize my video, the honeymoon period gone. As YouTubers, we say the honeymoon period are the first like 30 to 76 hours when the video at. You understand? So really and truly, it has become more and more difficult to make money on YouTube. Based on what I do. Some man will do different things, alright. Because when a man just get up and probably talk about one song, then it's a different thing that. Or when a man go review on phone, that different. But based on the fact that I address political issues, social issues, economic issues, then really and truly, it thing water down and lily down. You understand what I say? So, we not plan for try to live off of this for your lifetime, because it don't make no sense. Really and truly, when I look on it sometimes the energy and time you put in one video, Zane, the time you put in one video, 1, 3, 4 hours, and then when you upload the video there, the video they don't advertiser friendly, you don't make no money off of the video, so 4 hours out of waste, basically. You understand? I know that you're not going to make money off of every single video, and not every video you do to make money off of. Some video is for the message or for the lesson, but the reality is work me a work, and if you work and not get no pay, then that don't make no sense. You feel what I say? So, that's what I think there. A YouTube street a rough, man. I just cause people don't really understand. Because some man we see and feel like say, yo, yeah, make millions of dollars off of YouTube, you know. I mean, many persons that do that. You understand what I say? But I not do that. I am doing okay, you know, alright. Plus copyright problem. But we kind of learn the copyright road and we kind of try to avoid certain things. You see? And thing. So, you know what thing go. But, it's not easy, brother. So enough man see it and feel like you can run up on YouTube and get rich. You're wrong, bruh. You understand? You're wrong. So, 9 out of 10 video when me upload, from me upload it, them are saying advertiser friendly. And then them take about 3 days. So say the video get 100,000 views. You can imagine say the video then get about 75,000 views in the first 3 days. And then over one next year it accumulate the rest of views them. Then they really and truly make the money off of a video. You understand what I say? So big up to the people them like contribute to Patreon and PayPal and Super Chat and buy a couple things in the merch store. Or I said teach boom, so you know, so me I said I think come get a Western Union. Big up them people there because I work where I work. You know what I think go. You understand? We just now come here, come sit down and stretch out your hand and say, yo, put something in your hand. We're not grocer, you know what I think go. But and that's what I think they are, brother. They're rough. But we still do better than many people. So we give thanks for that. You understand? Me enjoy doing this. It take a lot of time still. Zine, it take a lot of time. And the reality, you know, peeps, you see if YouTube was a little bit more understanding of certain things, I would have probably go full time on YouTube already. I mean, I tell you that straight up. Because if you're willing to put in the work, the money can be made. You understand? But YouTube thing, you got your bed tonight and wake up in the morning and your YouTube channel gone, brother. So you can't quit your job for that. You understand what I say? So you have to wise. You see, when you build one company, you know, like how you plan to do, zine, and you know, so you think balance, then you probably can try off of it. So I don't know. But right now, we have to keep plantation work like. Yeah, man. So it's a look up diversion that. But you know what I think, we have to tell the people, because some people don't understand what I think, you know. You see me? Yes, I. So the money, I know, boy, it's a man not easy. So speaking about man shot and them something. This brother me I put on the screen now. I need to go change back to this. Boom. Zine. This brother you know is one brother who was shot in St. Elizabeth. You understand what I say? Yeah, Cindy ran that. Well, me not really treat it as a hobby still. I treat it as my second job. You understand the amount of time and money we invest in this is a job for me. You see, it's not really hobby no more. You understand? Because the reality is that on a good month, YouTube pay me 2-3 times my salary as a teacher. On a good month. You understand? I wouldn't need to hide that. The info is out there. Everybody know the CPM and how people get paid on YouTube. You see me? So, you know what I think? And thing. Teach me need a direct contact to you. Shelly D. Sorry, my boss. Silver D. That they all boy place in right now. That they in the video right there. So just looking at the description. But say you know, me can't hear the thing them still. And no big deal. You understand? So what they want Facebook, Twitter, Zine. So me I give you a WhatsApp number still. It's a channel number. Zine, so you know what thing go. Why me can't paste it in this? I don't know why. Let me try to paste it here so. So I'm gonna copy the thing from you. The number at 321-6425 still. Zine, just identify yourself and say Silver D. Cause then me good as no reply. Zine, auntie. Yes, me Cindy. I just saw a thing. It's not really a hobby really. I'm a second job. That's how me treat it. That's the amount of time I give to it. That's the amount of like, I spend so money building this channel, you would be amazed. You understand what I say? And things. So, as in getting equipment, setting up the studio, getting equipment, and graphics and all of them something there. You see? And things. So, one of them things. But, you have to wise. We say nothing about Ruel tonight. You know, say, I don't see nothing about him and I don't really make up nothing about him. You understand what I say? And thing, them something there. You see. Me Cindy Randall, that is not my era code Empress, I'm not 847, 867, 876. Zine, alright, ready or now peeps. This brother up on the screen is one of three persons who were shot and killed in St. Elizabeth recently. You see, St. Elizabeth kinda get away. Capo 2007 teacher come and far. You respect your brother. Yeah, one of the man where they are from long time, you know. Man like James Bad and them people there. A donkey years now we are forward from. Sean W and them people there. You understand what I say? Zane, no a thing go. We around so. Donkey here settings. You see me? So, we grow. You know what I mean? YouTube algorithm does not allow you to speak your mind freely. You see me? That's why I think the ESP. So you have to just do what you can do and know the rules so you can bend them look. Zane, man shot dead in Santa Cruz market among 3 killed in 24 hour span. St. Elizabeth in a piece. The bread basket, you know. The bread basket is slowly becoming the gun basket. Zane from Royal Map days. early days that you don't cookie, mama. Yeah, long time that for true. You understand? Yeah, man. Cookie mama say from Royal Map days. So watch you know, peeps. A 28-year-old man who was shot dead at the Santa Cruz market in St. Elizabeth. This is the brother on screen. Was among at least 3 people killed in separate incidents across 3 parishes within less than 24 hours late last week. So the incident occurred in St. Elizabeth, Kingston, and St. Catherine. So the deceased men have been identified as 20-year-old Chency Chambers of Cokeview, Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth. So him is the man from St. Zane, 41-year-old Courtney Moody of White Lane, Kingston 11, and 30-year-old Jeffrey Daniels of Mount Pleasant in Browns Hall, St. Catherine. So in the first incident, Moody was gunned down by unknown assailants at about 7:55 p.m. on Friday in the Kingston 11 area. Less than 2 hours later in St. Elizabeth, Chambers was at a bar in the Santa Cruz market among other patrons about 9:30 p.m. when a man walked up and pulled a firearm. He then shot Chambers before fleeing the scene. Chambers was assisted to the hospital where he was pronounced dead, and the bloodletting continued in St. Catherine when all was shot and killed by gunmen along the Point Hill Main Road at about 1:30 a.m. on Saturday. Police in the respective parishes are probing the incidents. Ah, boy. Music fraternity in mourning as popular dancer dies. So on screen are pictures of a member of the Ravers crew, Jay Ravers. So the music community is mourning the death of Jay Ravers, a member of the popular Ravers Clavers group. Reports are that the dancer, whose given name is Jamara James, died on July 14th of an unknown illness. Zane, he was 21, a member of the group disclosed. Miss Paulette Morgan, thank you so much, Empress. Really and truly appreciate that. Blessings every time. You know what thing go. Bless up. You see? And thing. Ding Dong, the founder of the Ravers Clave, has expressed sorrow at the death of his colleague and friend on social media via IG. Jaja Dog, I lost 2 of my friends. First, Ice, by gun violence in 2008, and today, Jay Ravers, a member of the Ravers Clavers group, by illness, or whatever they say it is, the dancer DJ posted. So James had been a member of the Ravers group for almost 2 years, a source said. On the other hand, Ice, whose given name was David Alexander Smith, was best known for his internationally acclaimed Gully Creeper. Zane and thing. So, boy, things that way. So I don't know what would have killed or led to the death of the young man. But, you know one thing, I want more soldier that. You see, a man when I really sit down on an angle, a man when I try do the thing. You see me? So, condolences to the family and friends of Jay Ravers. You see me? And thing. So, peeps, the man with the laugh, the legendary laugh. Ha 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 ha. Will Mutty Perkins. This is his wife. You know that Mr. Perkins would have died a few years ago. His wife has also died. Her name is Elaine Perkins. She is not just Mutty's wife. She also have a name for herself. Renowned writer and radio producer. She died at age 84. So she never do bad at all. So renowned writer and radio producer Elaine Perkins is dead. Mrs. Perkins is the widow of the late celebrated talk show host Wilmot Mutty Perkins. Mrs. Perkins died in a corporate ear hospital recently. she had been battling illness. Them never state what kind of illness. So Mrs. Perkins was the producer of the radio program Perkins Online, Zane, which was hosted by Mr. Perkins. So the wife was the producer and the husband was the talker. You understand? Good synergy. Tasha no nonsense. Big up yourself in the Empress. Manners and respect every time. You see, I appreciate that something there. You see? Auntie, may I try add all of the super chat them to yeah, me can do that. I try add all of them to the broadcast screen. So I don't know why me make something that one disappear. Peyton place. See? But if you add them I see you learn and I learn when I learn anything. See? A long time for other Peyton me find it. So I can't just add it, so I have to add it. So yeah. Big up to the people them where I patronize it thing. I appreciate that. Jane, so she was a producer of Perkins Online, which was hosted by her husband, Wilmot. She's also known for her work as a writer and producer of the long-running radio series Dulcimina, Her Life in Town. The radio series, which explored social issues including migration, was on air between 1967 to 1980. It's a long time that in a family. Auntie. You see, so, yes, So, peeps, I did this video this morning, where the Outram River in St. Mary would have turned red. Some people say blood red, and normally I know that in Jamaica, when anything abnormally happen, Kimon Blackwood finally catch a stream. Big up from California, brother. Big up yourself and your family. I'm glad you finally catch one. I give you the time them so you don't miss no more. The streams are on Friday at 7:30 p.m. and Sundays generally 5:30 p.m. And while I am on holidays now, I normally stream also on Wednesday about 6 o'clock. Between 6 and 7. But generally the streaming days are Friday 7:30 p.m. and Sunday 5:30. So write it on your fridge door. You understand? And big up yourself enough, general. You see, blessings. So you know, peeps, I know that in Jamaica, anything abnormal happen to the weather, the general perception is one of two things. Gotta come or a gotta show his signs. And me not laugh after nobody or nothing, but just I say, as a geography teacher, I can't really subscribe to certain things. You understand what I say? I know as Christian, some people can't subscribe to my rationalization as a geography teacher either. See, I see places in Jamaica where hail fall and people are run up and down a ball so gotta come. You understand? A couple of months ago, about a year or so ago, there was a river in Trelawny that turned red and I gotta come. Seeing and signs and wonders and I gotta cry and because of the wickedness we are going in Jamaica. You understand? Oh, and Kapawa say, yo, come on, turn on the notification. Next thing, people, I'm glad to see you bring up that, brother. Enough people, when them click the notification bell and just left it. Peeps, when you click the notification bell, it asks you if you want to receive all notification or some notification or no notification. Click all notification. I could have want to, no. So big up yourself, Capo. I'm glad I remember that. You understand me? I say, peeps, so the river here now, Zane, and thing turn red. And when I first saw the video, I automatically know what was the general comments that the video would have attracted when I upload it. Zine, and I now say God now come. You understand? I now say God now show signs and wonders to Jamaica. But as a geography teacher, I would have been taught how to explain certain things as it relates to nature. Zine, so I can't really subscribe to the supernatural or biblical thing a lot of the time. You understand? I'm open to understand that. Because you know what I think. You see? So peeps, so I sight up the thing, you know, and I bust up boom so. So remember couple, I may say 1 hour, me stream, and soon I chat more than 1 hour. Yeah. Me remember when me sight up the first river turn with a Trelawney thing, that was a river tracing thing. What river tracing is, they pour dye, red dye, or whatever color dye. I don't know why they use red still. Then in the river upstream to see exactly the tributaries of said river and where them run. You call that river tracing. So in some cases, they can throw dye and trace it, follow the dye and see all the places where it go and see how many tributaries the river have and them something there. See? When them do drainage basin mapping or watershed mapping and them things there. You understand what I say? You understand? Auntie. Them must say signs and wonders and God have come from the idea beneath. So watch out now. The river, and before we go any further, a number of things can cause a water body to change color. Then it can be natural or artificial causes. So let me just get a run through of this before me go now. You start early today teach. No, you know, I start late. Remember 5:30 me stream on Sunday, I start 6:15 today. Watch out now. Surprising St. Mary as the Outram River suddenly turns red. When I was a little boy, them used to call the river Outram River. You understand? The river name Outram River, yeah? It used to the Portmire River, the Portmire Western River, you know, Outram River. But I guess I probably always smell. They used to say it smelled awful back in the days when I was a boy. I got Portmire. So the Outram River in St. Mary suddenly turned blood red recently. See? So it runs through the town, the capital of the parish, the capital of St. Mary's, Portmire, Zane, and appeared to have transformed to a red color on yesterday, the 27th of July. So for some individuals, it was the first time they had witnessed any river in that state. I have never seen it with my own 2 eyes, but I know it happening around the world, yeah? At first, I see the river look like this. Rainfall Friday morning, so I'm not sure if that are the cause. But first, I see it like this. A man who claimed to be a resident of Frontier in Portmire indicated. It looked like bloody was a response from another curious onlooker. Sign and wonder were the only words from a woman passing by. She probably come from church like. The Outram River, formerly the Portmire River, or the Portmire Western River, reaches the sea in the parish capital of Portmire, and as in the past, contributed to flooding in the town. See? Though there has not been a scientific explanation, well, I don't see none yet, for this particular one, for what might have triggered this occurrence. Bodies of water turning red is no longer an unheard of phenomenon. We have one pink, I have a lake somewhere around in Australia or somewhere about the place. Then we say a stretch of the Yangtze River in China turning blood red a couple of years ago. Rivers around the world do that. See? And thing. So watch this now. A number of natural causes can turn massive waterways into the color of blood, as well as artificial reasons. So the artificial reasons include pollution or river tracing, as I did tell you before. Then pollution can be sewage, it can be industrial waste, it can be a myriad of things. Among the natural causes are erosion, red tide, increase salination, and decrease in oxygen. My theory in this one is the red tide situation. The red tide is a type of algae. Seeing most persons who are familiar with algae in Jamaica, it normally assume a green color like in Jamaica we call morass and them something there. Seeing, but you have different species and types of algae that their pigmentation result in different discoloration of water. So like how you have it green, you have it all different color, pink, you have it red too. So my theory in this one is that there is probably an influx of red tide, which is a type of algae upstream along the stream that might have led to that. It can also be some form of pollution along the river channel. It would have rained a lot on Friday, so it could be runoff of some type I don't know if bauxite is anywhere in and around that region or anywhere along the long profile of the river channel. Yeah, the long profile of the river channel is the distance between the start of the channel and where it ends. You know, the start of the river channel is normally the source, and where it ends is the mouth. So all the distance between the start, which is the source, and where it ends, the mouth, or an estuary, it's called the long profile of the channel. So there are many tributaries from many rivers. So there could be a runoff somewhere. It could be soil, it could be something. I don't know, but I don't think I don't sign and wonder I gotta come. That's my humble opinion, that still. You understand? So, you know, from a jail, we normally take a look at time and delve to the thing. You know, that we get paid for do. You see it? So, I look at the comments them. My favorite comment is a brother with left on the stream Friday night. I shut off his mouth. I say, me pin it, you know. Me pin it for a reason. I say, see, I don't know why I just do that, you know. Me pin it for a reason, for those. Keep it up there for a while. The man I say, I say me can't find a comment, come and pin it. Me find it funny. Me approve the publicity, but now waste my time. But it basically have something to do with Vibes Cartel. I say, basically release Vibes Cartel because, you know, see, I gotta cry. Because a video emerged with Cartel now, this. See, in a red polish, them dash in there. I can't die to brother. See, it's a red oak. One kill is a red oak them use. Zane, but peeps, I don't know about the sign and wonder and gotta come thing. It could be true, I don't know, but no, but you see the backside deposit don't have to be in that general geographic area in the margin. It can be somewhere in the watershed where that river drains. Yeah? So that's the next thing. And them something. You understand? So you know what thing go. So a whole heap of reasons, a myriad of reasons can contribute. See, so you don't have to be in the immediate river channel or immediate geographical area there, but it can be, you know, somewhere where there's a tributary draining it. You see, draining into the river. So that. So last topic, you know, as I say, 1 hour we're gone, 1 hour and 15 minutes. You know, that's how the thing goes still. I wrap up a little thing, you know, peeps. Yeah, Empress Keshan. Zane, I have been tracking this story from news broke that she died. I have been waiting on the ruling that is supposed to be handed down by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution. DeAndre Smalley, they bought. But I know what your girlfriend up to, no brother. You understand? So maybe that wait upon a ruling, we not seen on yet. Her sister have been speaking with the media in recent times, and in another article, she would have addressed a number of things. And she has stated that, Zane, respect me Scarlett Morgan, man. You know what thing, man, from a G we ready, you know. You understand what I say? And thing. Yeah, man, yeah, the JA, we call it river tracing. Zane, and thing, if that is the case. But I don't know that is the case still. So teach, will it return back to its natural? Yeah, man, eventually, man. Zane, eventually it will. Or depend on the cause, I suppose. So it might take a while, but it should. If it is something that is artificial cause, it would very quickly. If it's a natural thing, it might take time, Zine. But and it is really and truly. You say if it was a lake or a pond, it would probably last a lot longer than flowing water. But because the river flows, whatever is causing it will eventually be washed out. Zine, so I could watch it and see. Keshan was pregnant. I would have stated that in a previous video. But the sister has spoken to it definitively now. She said Keshan was pregnant and says there has been no contact from the shooter's family. I kind of split when it come on to contact from the shooter's family. But I can read what she have to say and then we'll start about it. See? There has been no contact between the man who reportedly ended the life of dancehall artist Keshan in controversial circumstances in Sharper Lane, in the Sharper Lane area near Old Harbour in St. Catherine on the 20th of July. And the deceased woman's family, well, no contact has been made with the family of Keshan by the boyfriend or his family. See? This is despite reports that the two were lovers and it was during a violently jealous rage from the artist that the fatality occurred. So Keshan was shot dead after reportedly attacking her lover, a licensed firearm holder, in a fit of rage that was said to have related to cheating on his part. She reportedly threw a rock through the windshield of his car and was shot in a subsequent physical confrontation with him, during which he was said to have been stabbed by the artist. Now, today, them keeping a candlelight vigil for Keshan up on Marley Mountain. So fast forward to this Sunday, when there will be a candlelight vigil at the family home of the artist in the nearby community of Marley Mount. And the distance between the usually close-knitted families remains extremely pronounced, amid a report that she was pregnant at the time of her death. There will be a candlelight vigil at the family home on Sunday, said Petisha Brown, who is Keshan's sister. Brown indicated that her family had not been contacted by the licensed firearm holder or his family since the shooting death of the entertainer, despite the close ties among them before. My brother is a friend of his sister. They live in the community in front of us, but no one has contacted us. He hasn't said a word to us, and it is so heartrending because I found out by looking through her phone that she was pregnant at the time of her death, the sister said. No autopsy has yet been done to confirm whether or not she was pregnant though. She was shot in the head, not in the other section of her upper body as some people are saying on Facebook. I don't believe it was an accident. She was shot in the head, but you can be accidentally shot in the head still. She was pregnant. I hope the police do what they are supposed to do, she said. The sister said her family is demanding that the police do a thorough investigation of the circumstances surrounding the death of the dancehall artist at the hand of her lover, who has so far not been charged with any offense. As it relates to the brother, reaching out to Keshan's family, I not even know what to say about it, because on one side I am thinking that the licensed firearm holder is probably in fear of his life. I could be wrong, especially considering the fact that he no longer has his weapon because it was taken for ballistic testing. Zane, he is probably of the opinion also that some people probably want to get back at him for what go on. Him probably living in a state of regret, you know. Zane, so just like how Keshan family is probably emotionally distraught, him probably in the same position too. Maybe, I do not know. Zane, next thing, could he have reached out to somebody in the family? Of course. Should he have? Possibly. Zane, the watcher said, teach, you know, or I Anna for race to shoot someone in her head. But who said she did stand up, brother? Who said she did stand up upright, sir? Who said she never bend down or something? Who said I never tossed it? I don't know how it happened. So, the watcher, you suggest, say, she probably stand up and the man aim and shoot her. I do not know, say, so happened. Them said there was a tussle and she was shot. So, I can confirm, say, she was standing upright. You understand what I say? Zane, so as me I said, if the general couldn't reach out to the family and say something, of course he probably could have. Should he have done so? Some people will say yeah, teeth, some people will say no. I'm not even sure. Be to the God Almighty truth. Zane, should he be trying to assist in the funeral arrangements? Probably. Would the family be accepting of him reaching? Because coming out and say him not reach out to them is one thing. But how would they have reacted if him did actually reach out? That's the next thing, you know. If you understand what I say. So we come out and I say, yeah, him or him family shouldn't reach out and say something. But say, how would they have reacted if him did reach out? Yes, Ace and Spade, I absolutely totally agree with you on that one. if river tracing is being done, there should be a public announcement. Saying, so that is why I'm kind of cancel that one. Even though they will do it and announce it now, you know. So that's the next thing. You see, but that's a very, very valid point to brother. You see, and thing. And then something there. Hold on the peeps. Enough for you. Yeah. Nicholas Fuller, so why do Jamaican women love thug men so much? I don't know, said this man was a thug, brother. Having a license firearm, no mean says, I don't know nothing about the man, really and truly, in all honesty. Zane, having a license firearm, no mean says a thug either, you know. Zane, there's a thing that said good girls love bad boys, so I don't know still. Zane, but I suppose somebody have to deal with everybody still in a brother. So, I don't know still. I don't know. You see, I really don't know. The situation just sad whichever way you look on it. You understand what I say? It just sad whichever way you look on it. The reality is that this thing should have never happened. Zane. One brother when named Gaza Ricardo. From Friday night, he behave like him into meals. I mean, I really do that, brother. You understand? As Javilani said, I mean, I love man, brother. You see? So, more time I can't bother with them man. And you know, it's funny, say the man them claims that, you know, never mind. Sad. It thing just sad. You see me? Cause me I step on one side I think, and me I try to rationalize the thing, you know. Zane, me I try to rationalize the thing and I say, yo, boom. Them I say the man no reach out to the family. And me I say, yeah, the man probably could have reached out to the family. But then now, how would the family have reacted if the man reached out to them? That boy, I mean, I think that's a weird, brother. Zane? Things that are weird, dog. Cause, I don't even know. Me I tell you the truth. When they come on to this, I don't even know if it's a sometime. Big man thing. Big man thing. The girl... I could say, I hope the general try to reach out to the Empress family still. Zane, I'm sure I'm probably remorseful right now. I'm sure I'm probably living in a state of regret. Worse like how the Empress did pregnant. Zane and thing. I'm sure I'm replay the incidents of the night and I say, yo, if me just do that or I never do that. You understand? I'm sure the girl family I say, yo, she shouldn't go out the yard to begin with. Jane and thing. So, I don't know. Thing just sad, bruh. You understand? Whichever way you look on it, however you slice it or dice it, it just sad. You see? So, peeps, I got done with this. You know, say, Peter 1 and Peter 2 nominated, must say Friday, for presidential election in the People's National Party. Zane, Cliff Hughes is one of the journalists in Jamaica that I have utmost respect for, and I do never question him credibility. I would have seen him, and Abka Fitzhenley is another one, Dean Jackson Miller is another one. There are some people where have different level of admiration and respect for in the journalism fraternity. See them, you say our brother when he Garfield Burford, but him not did no more. You understand? Real general too. Zane, Cliff Hughes would have tweeted the following earlier today. Say this Phillips versus Bunting PNP leadership race is ripping the party apart. They just concluded 2-day National Executive Council meeting was a virtual battlefield between the two camps. Physical and verbal confrontations and threats of who will be beaten dominate. It is time for PJ and Portia Simpson Miller to intervene to save it. Zane, You know the Royal General, I kinda I said thing in my head, brother. You understand me? I say, I kinda said that in my head. See? And thing. I late in the night to go on about 12:45, so I don't know why. Oh, you see me? I say, brother. But you never know, bro. You see? So you know. I couldn't care less what I go on PNP. I couldn't care less what I go on JLP. You understand me? I say? But say, it's an interesting tweet. And me just think me then share with the peeps them. Because I suppose Cliff would have had inside info. I don't know that he would have been there. Zine and thing. But this is interesting. You understand? If a thing really and truly there, so then it not really augurs well for the PNP going forward. Because you can assume say a lot of bridges will be burnt. And thing, and then some bridges, fix them back. Zine. So, make we see it go. But if man, basically, you have physical confrontations and verbal confrontation, if you want to run the party to a rock, then me not understand. What I believe for be myself. See, so, whether Peter 1 or Peter 2, some people will get screwed because you are support one man, so it means if that man no win, then you will get backbench and them something else. So you know really, I just saw a thing go. You have to just make your choice and move on. You see? So, make you watch and see. I think on September 17th, on Peter Bunting birthday election. Every time I remember that, I laugh. How can you schedule one election between you and one next man for the next man's birthday? I've never seen such madness. You understand? But the reality is that the man them a big man, and it's not the two of them a fight, and them supporters. And I don't, up to this point here, neither of these two men publicly stating to their supporters, so if you cut the crap and lower the violence. A Porsche alone me hear a ball, I said if you top call her name, plus the people them if be civil. You understand? She said she don't want nobody call her name and say she has support nobody, sir. Zane and thing. So it would be nice for Mr. Bunting and Mr. Phillips to on the same platform address them supporters and make the people them know say at the end of the day it is what it is. There will always be political challenges. As long as you have a political organization, there will be challenges. Zane, your candidate may not be my candidate, but you know mean say we have to war each other and kill each other. Zane and them something there. You see me? So it would be nice to see the two gentlemen come together. As a matter of fact, I can't remember the last time I said the two men them in the same space. The last time Bunting got parliament, them say next man they walk out. You understand? Phillips must invite Bunting a portion of the two time them have the anti-corruption vigil. That in itself is a farce really, but it is what it is. Bunting no go. Him say my guy third one, which must he keep a Manchester. Mandeville. But him a got that one because him's constituency people them do this. So the two man them need to come together as two big men, as the two prominent members of the People's National Party. Lead by example and tell them man if you cut out the crap. You understand what I say? So, right now, the two man them need to do the right thing. Get together, Zane, for the benefit of them political organization. But, on a level, I couldn't care less. You understand? Because Peter 1 or Peter 2, Jamaica get screwed. In the 6.5 dozen next. We have time for foolishness. You understand? Them forgive the Rasta them a chance though. One killer say, free up a Rasta man them. Ja! Rastafari. I suppose Crawford is there. And I have a sneaky suspicion that if Phillips retain presidency, Damien position himself for take over the reins of the thing. Pursuant to what Philip Paul will think in the future. Then there's Lisa Anna. Then there's Angela Brownberg. Then there's Wickham McNeil. I mean, I know a thing interesting. Top Max said power. Yeah. Peter Red and Peter Blue. Two of them low. You understand? So peace, we are cut it there, so. But they promise no hour, but we don't get hour and 45. About that. Big up on yourself. We'll probably do this again Wednesday evening. You understand? So you can look for it. Get book for it. You know that part they go. You see? And thing. I would have put a poll on the community place of the channel to ask some people if them listen podcasts. And if them listen podcasts, what them think about me creating a podcast and if them would support it. So far, the poll I go on, I look away. 62% say yes, them would love if me do one. 20% say them wanna watch it, and 18% say they're not sure. You understand? The podcast is basically an audio thing. You're listening it like. You feel what I say? So, and it would be me addressing some issues, probably in depth, probably sharing my opinion some more on certain issues and thing, and just diversifying the content, just spreading the wings of the brand, and them something there. You see, some people prefer to listen to things while they might drive or go work or a workout or something. So there would be a few people. So if me have 1,000, 2,000 people that listen to my podcast per week, then I'm good with that. It don't have to be 116,000 people. But I kind of do the research now and kind of work on some little things to see how it will go and them something there, Zane and thing. But I think of something I probably want to do. You understand? Tommy Ed said teach not yet. I'm not sure why I say that. I always appreciate this street. Big up yourself, Frost Legend. So that is something you can look out for. See, I probably going to start that like down in the year, probably October, November them time. Probably Christmas time too. You understand what I say? And when say better them fight. Bunting to them beat him up, man. You understand? Bunting is young youth compared to that man. Tommy Ed say, you know, if you got them bed it, well, I probably go watch Pink Panther, Tom and Jerry or something, because me I left. Yeah. You understand? So, Frost Legends around the podcast. And next thing me not trust no idea, you know, because you see, I see him, so one of they tell me, say, yo, teach, we want some merch. You understand? We want some shirt. We want some pants and shirt and skirt. And I create the merch store. And God bless who buy things out there so far. God bless you know. You understand what I say? No, you tell me so I want a podcast and I have to go listen to my one podcast after I do it. But me I go do it still. Me I go do it. You understand? Because me have a few things to say where, you know, you want some people go some other place to go listen to what you have to say. So I go say you go. You understand? So something me I go stop tap on the stream and I have to go by a podcast go listen. Me chicken like. You understand? Don't tell man about no one things and then when man go on things on no auntie. Just sometime, you know. Stay there. And behave like a politician. Cookie said, go on with it. Go on with it. Peace. Big up on yourself. And we have a wonderful week, a productive week. It's still Sunday, so I know some people are going to the road. So I have something nice to drink. But if you have a drink, do not drive. If you must drive, do not drink. Zane, and thing. Load the headphone them and the Bluetooth headpiece them on the guy road. Keep on the phones now on the pocket down on the bag. Load the jewelry thing. Yeah, as I say I don't work for, but man we take it. You understand? Me know so the calling thing I got that as a matter of fact. But even I plan for do that one of them day in the week. But for the streaming software we use right now, not really technical. So I been now wait for see if the makers of the software are going to add that function. The only thing we can use right now is Skype. And not everybody like that and not everybody like do that. Zane, I was trying to work it out one day in the week last week. It still not work out. There's a piece of equipment that I could buy to do that. I probably do that. I'm not sure. But that's why I really want to buy no more equipment for the channel for now. I actually want to invest in building my business or saving towards my business. So I don't know. But I know the calling thing. And then I'm in for that. I'm not really too in for that. Because I say for one man monitor all of this and then sometimes you have some people where I don't know. Teach, why you don't run for the party? Run for which party, brother? Sans? Igloo? I don't know which party. Them the party them into. You understand? But run for party. I'm on Sans or Igloo. You understand? You see? Or wear t-shirt and then sitting there. I don't know. You see me? Oh, blessings to me edge. You understand? So you know. I know the calling thing. And the calling thing, it's probably going to be like a once a month type of thing. Because we not too crowd out the thing neither. You understand me? I say probably once a Wednesday night we probably go back to roll call and think. You know it start that and thing. You see? So me I try the best way. I know some people and you will see other vloggers allow that via WhatsApp. The reason why they do that because them use OBS to stream. Family me not like OBS. OBS confusing. It just don't work for me. The software I use is Mac only. So it's smooth, everything simple and clean and we're good with that. You understand? So hopefully them add it. Because them update them thing regular. I would have reached out to them and asked them and them said they're working on that. Some don't know. So I go and wait. See, instead of buying the thing for now. But the thing that if me buy that, I probably can use it for the podcast as well and things. Some don't know. But I know. Make we see. So there's the Rode Procaster Pro. And then you have one next something I make by Tascam. The Rode Procaster about almost $600 for that. The other one about $2 billion. So I don't know yet still. So I could say everything. You see? And thing. You know everything costs money. And as I say, we kind of have a mission and a vision. So you know everything go. But we call in thing and go on, man. Just take a look at time. You don't do everything one time for your channel. You know? You add things incrementally too. That's why some man channel burn up after a while. Because they want to do everything one time. You see? About 2 years we do this before we start stream. You understand what I say? And then we start stream for about 1.5 years before we start take calls for the stream. So you add things as you go along. Because you can't do everything one time and then the thing just drop flat. So you have to keep your thing. You understand what I say? Elevating the thing. I just saw the thing go. So you have to wise, you know. That's why we have unit plans and we have lesser plans. Yeah, some boy and a plan. You see? So I saw the thing go. So peeps, you cut me. And I say, if you must take public transportation, try to travel in a group. If you cannot travel in a group, know the do's and the don'ts. You understand? Take the license plate number. Send it go give somebody. Describe the car, describe the driver. Tell people where you go. Tell people where you're there. You understand? And thing. Always follow your instinct. If it feels wrong, it is absolutely wrong. Feel me? And thing. Trust absolutely no one. Stop share your life story on social media. As in your love story, your love life, your personal life like that. You know, you show off your spouse from time to time or your partner. Nothing wrong with that. But you can't everything. You know, bad no need if you know you just don't have sex and you use them position there and them sitting there and where you feel things. But no need for know that, brother or sisters. You see me I say, that's the thing now. No, careful, man. You see, in peace, big up on yourself. So as me I say, the calling thing, I know say it's important and it has value. You understand? But it's not a calling show. It's not a radio calling program. So we add that as we go along. And there will be guidelines and stipulations. You know what thing go? And then even, because I say, if I'm going to do the calling, I'm going to necessarily want a different phone with a different number. Because I don't really want everybody to call a particular number. I whole heap of little things because you understand, you have to be wise when you do this thing. It take a little while. You see me? But that I go forward in one of them time. And thing. Peeps, big up on yourself. You know what thing? I say, Miss Caroline Francis, Auntie Cal, big up yourself. Shan W, good body, Shanice, Ellie London, apple cider vinegar. Meditate with Marjan, peeps. You know a juggernaut MJ that. Yeah, that's what I say. This is our YouTube channel. Don't go cross. Make the thing last. You know what thing go? Cookie mama. Big up yourself, you know. The poet speaks. Manners and respect. Silver Day. Manners, you know. Brother. You know what thing go? Father Finar. Dante Dan. The Watcher. Miss Millicent Thomas McDermott. Miss Joan Gray. Ruth Daly. Top Max. DeAndre Small, my brother. DeAndre, or your girlfriend Paula. She good, sir? You understand? Tommy Edge, guidance and the brother, the Royal General, Level 100 TV, Miss Ellie London. Ellie, big up yourself in the anointed royal strong maroon. Manners and respect. Danny Blackhorse, big up yourself in the youth. Yeah, so I say God favored me. Zane, Kimon Blackwood, blessings in a brother. One kill it. Big up yourself in a live chat board. Manners and respect, you know. Yard on a broad TV with Tasha and nonsense. I know Peyton place it there. I know Romario Johnson about Zane's George Reed. Manners and respect, you know. Yeah, so I said Dexter and Freeman too. Everybody, James Bond, big up yourself, you. Capo 2007, Basil Forbes, Nick Douglas, Zane, all of the people, them big up themselves. I'm saying that. Miss Angela Martin, Letitia Cunningham. Letitia, how are you, Empress? Good while now, I'm not seeing her. Where you there hide from me? Jonah Lewis, big up yourself, you know. Jam One Express Trucking Limited. Jadi, big up yourself, you know, brother. You know what thing, you know. I know New Wave Entertainment did about one at a time. Big up yourself, you know, brother. You know what I mean? Peeps. Miss Cindy Randall. Manners and respect, you know. I know Jamila did about one at a time. Empress, big up yourself. You saying? Peeps. Wednesday, one of them time there. Probably about 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. When you look out for it there. Zine, but you know, definitely Friday, 7:30. Make it a date and don't be late. Don't look for it. Get booked for it. Peeps. You know what thing, have a productive week. Make some money. Stay healthy. You understand me? I say, make somebody smile. A pat on the shoulder. A word of encouragement. Paying somebody's bus fare. Buying lunch with somebody. You understand? The food and we have dash out of our fridge every week. Somebody out there were hungry. The clothes and we have a get a dust. Somebody out there naked. You understand? Be the difference in somebody life in any little way you can. Them things are important. See, the more you help somebody, the better you feel about yourself too. You understand me? I say, so find a way and do it and do it. You know what I mean? Miss Ingrid Theater, big up yourself. Peeps, what good? Step with Ja. You know what thing go? I'm out.
Teach them. Hey, yo, hello. Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below. Remember to like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Follow me on social media and check out the suggested videos on screen. This is Teach saying, until next time, walk good, my friends.